Alright people, Mike Salden here again. Welcome back to another Cyberpunk 2077 video. This is part 2 of the Regina Jones gigs. Just decided before Phantom Liberty comes out that I would go back to Cyberpunk and sort of refresh myself. Not going to replay the whole game again because there is a lot of side content and stuff to get into. And there are other games coming out soon that I'm gonna probably try to play, so I won't have time for a full replay. But I just thought, like a month or so out, that I better remind myself of some mechanics and the gameplay and stuff, just so I don't come back to Phantom Liberty and jump into it and just have no idea what I'm doing or whatever. So this is now a pretty fun little gig where you actually have some dialogue options where you can talk this guy down, persuade him to give you what you want, or whatever, or you could just like get your weapon out and take him down. I don't think there's a way to sneak in here. Like I don't think there's any windows or anything you can come through to get behind him to sort of stealthily take him out. So I try to talk to him for a while here, but I believe at some point I'm just like, I'm gonna knock you out with the shock hack or whatever it's called, because I thought I'll just put him down non-lethally, and because I did remember that when I did this gig in the past, I did talk him down the full way, and you go get the medication that you're here to steal, or whatever. And once you leave, he like eventually turns his weapon on himself, basically. And I was trying to avoid that, so I decided I would take him out like peacefully before any of that could happen. At least I think that's what I do. At the moment, I'm just trying to talk him down, and then yeah, here I decide to get out short circuit. Didn't take him down cleanly like I thought. So he started blasting, but I decided I would just keep hacking him, hiding behind this doorway. He's coming at me with a shotgun. This is a bad idea. Swapping through all my weapons, but I really didn't want to put him down, so I just kept hacking him, running around through all these damaged rooms. So yeah, we managed to put him down peacefully. Well, semi-peacefully. He did get off a lot of shots there. And then we could just come in here and steal all the stuff that we needed. I don't know if there's any consequence for like keeping him alive if he shows up in any other side missions or anything. There probably isn't. But yeah, I just try to keep people alive in my playthrough, just for my own role-playing purposes, because my V, they kind of don't want to take out people who like when it can be avoided. So yeah, I just jumped out the fire escape, and that was now a pretty successful little gig, and again it's one of the more entertaining ones from an RPG perspective, because you do have dialogue options and like a decision to make on how you're gonna deal with that guy in there. So yeah, I just dropped that off at the drop point, and that was that gig completed. Yeah, again, really enjoy ones that have some dialogue options. A lot of people didn't like the gigs that much because there was never enough dialogue or story stuff in them for some people. But I think that if you look around the gig areas most of the time, there's usually a laptop or some shards with some info of what's going on in that particular place, and it can have some interesting little details about what's going on. So I decided to hack this guy through the skylight just because we had a light of view of him. I wanted to break in through the windows. I thought there was going to be a way to open one of them, just like hack it open, but I couldn't seem to be able to do that, so then I think I just decided to like smash my way in there. which is really cool that they allow you to do that. Some games they would just make the glass shatterproof and make it so that you couldn't get through it at all. But this is really cool. You can just get out a melee weapon and the glass breaks in a pretty cool way where you have to make enough room for yourself to get through. It's pretty immersive. So there was like a little bit stopping me, so I had to just like bash it out there. So this one, it's just one of these ones where you have to knock out a guy, steal some stuff off him, and then recover his body. I pretty much took everybody out with short circuit, so there's not going to be really much problem getting out of here. Still trying my best not to get seen by people in these gigs. Mainly being stealthy and non-lethal. Again, short circuit when you have like invested in hacking a lot and in stealth and cold blood skill trees or whatever. And you combine short circuit into having upgraded all that stuff. It really is like one of the most powerful things in the game. You can just sort of stay in stealth and hack everybody, and nobody can ever really do anything to you if you take everybody out that way. So yeah, we just dropped him off. Another pretty easy, fun little one. I liked that there was a way in through the roof, because another thing I'm always doing is trying to get up high, jump in through a balcony and through a window or some back door or hidden entrance on the roof. Anything like that, and that's what I try to do in most gigs. So this one, I think it's where we have to rescue the guy from the motel. Back in the day when the game first launched, this guy, there was a glitch where after you did this like gig, for some reason he would just be like following V around for the rest of the game, like showing up in all the story missions and side missions, and just he wouldn't leave V alone. He was just there for the rest of the game. That was pretty funny. What was his name? Harangbo or Hwangbo or whatever his name is. Wants us to call him Cheetah, but yeah, nobody calls him that, so we're not gonna do it.
Nobody calls you that.
Yeah, nobody calls you that. So basically we just have to get him to his parked car, but when we head out, some tiger claws are going to be hanging around out here. They're going to have showed up to kidnap him or take him away or whatever. So we're just going to quickly hack them from a distance. He's just walking on, he doesn't seem to really care. But we're just going to stealth it out, hack these people. Okay, and yeah, there's more coming in all the time, but we'll just add contagion, and that should affect any other ones close by. Might as well do a little breach protocol, because the more you do these things, like the more like experience points you get, so you might as well like try out everything when you have a combat encounter, because you're earning XP for everything. It's a bit like a Skyrim system where the more you do a skill, the more you level it up. It is open to exploitation though, because instead of making you sort of focus on a particular like role play style, sometimes you just start like doing a bit of everything, but just for the experience points. Like in Skyrim, people used to like get restoration magic, and like they weren't really a mage character or anything, but they would just damage themselves, go to like a really tough enemy like a giant or something, get themselves beaten up, run away, heal with restoration, and just sort of farm XP like that. In Cyberpunk you can do sort of stuff similar to that, where just you breach protocol everything you run into, even if you aren't really a big hacker in your playstyle. And it's just a good way of farming experience points. So yeah, this is his car. We're just gonna steal it. He should be behind me here, or did he just? Yeah, he just got teleported to the car. Uh, just turn the radio off because I don't want to get any sort of problems with music in the background. So yeah, we were forced into a first person scene here just to talk to him for a little minute. Really nice lighting in this area, all this red lighting. The game does look like a lot more impressive on PS5 than it did on PS4. I think I've turned off some settings that maybe put ray tracing on or whatever, because I wanted to basically have the game focus on the performance.
Nope.
But yeah, the lighting and stuff, everything just looks really nice on PS5. So I have to give them props for that. So we're just gonna drop this guy off here. I think I tried to steal his car, but you can't get back into his car.
Reggie hired him direct.
He's gonna leave with these two guys. And I was like, well, I might as well drive away in his car. But then the door was locked. Oh, we sort of glitched inside his car here. So yeah, the game does still have weird glitchy moments like that. But previously, when he was trapped inside that car, like the car would probably start blowing up. And he would have shot off into the sky or something. So they have toned down the bugs a bit. But yeah, they still show up now and again. So I got in and tried to drive here actually, but just everything's locked up and you can't take his car for some reason. So that was a bit strange. You can get back into the car. I was wrong about that, but you can't drive it. Everything's locked up. Okay, this is another gig. I think this one is about getting down into the factory basement and destroying whatever sort of laboratory these guys have set up in there. Oh, this guy spotting me. Better hack him. Oh yeah, I've got seen. Oh well, this one's not going to be that stealthy, but I just infected everybody with contagion. Contagion's really cool when you power it up as well because it just infects like everybody in a small room, and you can take out like a lot of people very quickly without barely having to do anything. Netrunners really are the most overpowered people in Cyberpunk, I would say. Like it really is just the most powerful playstyle, especially if you combine it with being like a stealthy character, and you get like a lot of critical stuff involving critical perks. Because you could just like hit people with one hack, and it just sort of takes everybody out. I'm not sure exactly what this shard is or what I'm hacking here, but it looks like a more unique shard than usual. Well, I got quite a few bits of quite a few things from hacking that, so might as well do it. Got an access card, probably not going to need it because I could just hack whatever's down here. I think this is the one where you have to like destroy a lab. Or maybe I'm rescuing someone. Can't quite remember. Oh, okay, no, this is one where one of Regina's agents or whatever has gone missing. So we found him here. He's been taken out already. And I think we just have to get his laptop back or something. Yeah, here's his laptop. We just have to get that back to Regina. I was thinking of another gig where I had to take out a lab. I guess it just takes place in a sort of similar looking building where you have to get down into the basement. So yeah, she thought that guy had run out of town with her information. But yeah, he just got caught instead. So we had to give her the laptop. That was another little fun little one. Shame I got seen right away going in the front door, but oh well. There, you don't really get punished like too much for getting spotted. Like, I don't think there's anything where Regina goes, "Oh, you've completely messed up that gig because you were spotted. That's a failure, whatever." I think sometimes she has dialogue that's like, "Well, that could have gone smoother, V," or something like that. Uh, okay, so this is another one where we're taking a guy out. The usual procedure, just short circuit as many people as possible and try not to get seen. Okay, who's okay? Get this person. Short circuit, nice. And some civilians are running away. Okay, make sure there's no. Oh wait, I can get this guy. Nice. Quite a lot of people up on high vantage points here, so just trying to hack them while I can from pretty far away. Really getting so much XP from doing this. I'm just completely wiping these people out, and I've barely entered their base at all. As I said previously, like being a net runner, just so completely overpowered. Not saying I even want them to nerf this or anything, but it is because it is cool that you can just get this overpowered and never even have to use a gun if you don't want to. But it would be interesting if they, in Phantom Liberty, they had some, like some enemies that were really hard to hack or had layers of security you had to hack through before you could deploy stuff like short circuit against them. But so far in the main game, there really isn't anybody who can stand up to short circuit, especially if you get them without being seen and you have all your stealth bonuses being counted. So I think I picked up the wrong guy there or something. But we're just trying to take him back to the fixer's car as usual. Again, you could just take him out lethally and you wouldn't have to carry him back, but yeah, I still like being non-lethal. And probably these guys, they probably get a lot worse being alive whenever you deliver them to whoever wants revenge on them or whatever. So we'll probably actually punish them even harder for whatever they've done by making sure they're taken alive. So yeah, we're just gonna put them in the boot. Nice. Another pretty easy one. Really love all the neon in this area. I think the game really does look really nice at night time. Okay, we'll just hack this guy. That was before this gig even started properly, but I just saw the enemy. And I was like, yeah, this is obviously where I'm trying to break into. Now I can just jump over that fence, but yeah, there's an entrance over here. I'm just going to keep short-circuiting people. I think this is another one where I have to capture some guy. We'll just hop over the bar. And we'll open this. Doesn't seem to be too many inside here, but I'm just being cautious in case there's like a surveillance camera or something that I've missed. Oh, there's a guy. Okay, short circuit. and his friend. There we go. Nobody really notices anything. And person we're looking for is up here, I guess. Is this even a capture the guy one, or is it just hack this computer? Oh, right, I'm just hacking into this computer, stealing some data. For some reason, I thought I had to capture somebody again. Okay, that was a really simple one. I'll just steal anything laying around in here before I make my escape. And then I'll just hop down here. Pretty easy escape. And I'll just deliver this item to this person. Probably skip through that journey because it was just a lot of running.
I've got the scrolls.
Sometimes it's annoying when you have these items that you're just supposed to deliver to people that you have to like travel quite far away from where the gig started. It's like couldn't this guy just have like driven up to nearby the scene, been in his car, and I could have handed it to him that way. But I suppose it does break up the game a little because this is one of the few item retrieval gigs where you actually go and find the person afterwards. I'm not sure this actually happens that often. It's kind of nice to see inside somebody else's apartment, have a little bit of dialogue or whatever. And maybe they thought that too often there was a car waiting outside the gig where you just had to drop off a guy you'd kidnapped or whatever. So yep, another gig down. I think I'm getting like quite close to the end of these gigs now. I think there's only like 10 or so left. Though I could be wrong.
Hey V, you wanna do a good deed and make some eddies while you're at it? Gotta get someone out of the tiger claws.
Okay, this one, so I have to get inside this dojo and rescue a guy. Pretty fun one. Again, my favorite method, jump up to the roof, look for a skylight or some like hidden entrance. That's the guy we're looking for. Make sure there's not the hack up here. And here's a little entrance so that we can use our technical ability to hack. And we can just drop down this way. Or breach protocol this. Okay. 2 out of 3, that's not too bad. Some days I'm quite good at getting all 3 on like every one of those that I come up to. And then other days I'm lucky to get 1. It should be a lot simpler, but some days I just like I'm not paying too much attention. And I end up messing it up. As usual, just short circuit everybody. And turn off all the surveillance cameras. Most of the time when I do get caught trying to be stealthy, it's usually because I've forgotten to pay attention to surveillance cameras. Guards very rarely see me these days. It's usually I turn around a corner and didn't realize there was a surveillance camera on me. Or something like that. So that guy's in there. I think he's beating the guy we're supposed to rescue. So I already turned off that surveillance camera. So yeah, he's sort of tied up in that chair over there.
You row?
we just have a little bit of dialogue with him. We'll steal whatever's in here.
I got 43 fights under my belt. This isn't my first
Nice.
blood makeover. Say the word, and I'm right behind you.
Okay.
And then we've basically just got to get back outside without being spotted. A little trickier to get back out to the front entrance than it was getting in, because I could probably just like jump up to that skylight again using the special leg upgrades I have. The spring heel jack boots, as I like to call them. But for this guy, we'll just have to lead him out the side entrance. Don't think there's any guards out here, but we'll just be careful. So yeah, maybe it is simple to still get him out, but oh yeah, there's some people in here. We'll just take them out in case they can see him through the window. At least he's ducking down in front of me there and actually trying to be stealthy. That's nice. The AI has gotten slightly better for your companions, because previously he would have just walked around, probably like he's doing now, and not even tried to hide in front of the window. So he's got to limp along over to the car here, and that's pretty much the end of that gig. Another little fun one, I really liked that there was an entranceway on the roof. CD Projekt, they do pretty good level design like that, giving you multiple entry points. Always makes me think of Metal Gear Solid, the first one. Whenever I do some like stealth infiltration like that, always looking for like a ventilation shaft or some secret hidden second entrance. Makes me excited for Phantom Liberty as well, because with a name like Phantom Liberty, as I think I said previously, like it sounds like a Metal Gear reference. And CD Projekt have proven to me that they are pretty good at designing sort of stealthy spy feeling missions, where it's like satisfying to play them in a stealthy fashion. So I'm hoping Phantom Liberty has a lot of more Metal Gear references, and a lot of these like stealthy ways to get into buildings and whatever. This one, yeah, this is the one where we're at the TV studio. We have to rescue a associate of Regina's who's sort of going a bit crazy. I think he placed all these mines and traps all over the place, so we have to be a bit bit cautious when we go in here. Turn off cameras and turrets and all these like bombs and stuff this guy is hooked up. Okay. Alright, so I think it's okay to just steal all this stuff. Might as well hack this while we're here. I don't think we have any time limit to get to the guy. He's just gonna monologue to himself. Yes, all three, nice. Don't need to turn that off. We'll go round this way. Again, going pretty slowly just in case there's any more traps. I think by going up here I kind of bypassed a few traps, but not completely sure. Oh, another turret. Just turn that off and hide behind the wall. Okay, that was close. There's another mine here, so I have to disable that. And there's another one here. If I can get a good angle on it here. There we go. And this one as well. thing and just walk up to it and disarm that one. Nice. Don't know if you get more experience from like hacking them to disable them or just like physically disabling them. I think the guy we need is just in this room. Again, it's another one where we have to talk him down, I think. But what I like to do is wait till he turned his back on me, and then I just knock him out just to save time, I think.
Regina. Tell her she can
I think you can be like
Not loaded.
peacefully take him alive by just talking to him for a while. But I was getting concerned that I was getting off track and I couldn't remember the exact dialogue choices which were helpful.
Thought you were a corp.
So I was just making my way around behind him here. He didn't seem to mind that.
My own terms. Bastards control everything.
And then I can just grab him anytime here.
When I go,
But I let him speak for a minute or two.
Tell Regina that too. Not gonna break. Not like her.
And then I just decide, might as well just knock him out. Non-lethal. Get him back to Regina quickly. I think she gets a little bit mad that he was injured in any way, but it's like at the end of the day, he's alive. I didn't really hurt him too badly. He's gonna be fine, like. And he hangs about in Regina's and her sort of hideout or whatever you want to call it. And I believe he has some dialogue if you knocked him out. Maybe he's a bit resentful of that, but I can't really remember. Because there isn't much reason to go talk to Regina in person or any of the fixers. Like, they always just contact you by phone anyway. But yeah, I do think that guy, he just winds up hanging around Regina's hideout or whatever.
Max is safe, but from his state,
So yeah, that was a pretty fun one. Again, I always like the ones where there's some sort of dialogue or decision making, RPG or potential for RPG stuff to go down.
Hey, quick gig. Maelstrom Kleptomolorian van.
Okay, another one. We're just gonna get into one of these enemy bases.
Go there and
I think if I just take a run up here, hack that camera while I'm in the air. Nice. Hack this guy while I'm falling back down. This is so dumb. But it is pretty funny that you can use your upgrades in this way. Just jump really high into the air, get some enemies in the line of sight, and just hack them. This is definitely how the game was meant to be played. And you just hop over the wall when you're ready. Oh, this guy didn't see him. Quickly hack him, hack him. There we go. Nice. Anybody else gonna run down here? I thought there was somebody on top of that roof. I think we have to get to the basement or something here. There's probably quite a few other enemies around, so I'm just being cautious. Am I rescuing somebody or just stealing some data here? I can't quite remember. Not powerful enough to break open that door. But it doesn't really matter because we had a pretty easy alternative route into this area. Just jump over the wall with our spring heel jack legs. Okay, try to hack this guy from back here. There we go. Better take this guy out while we're at it. He's just working on his car, not really paying attention to anything going on. Better take this guy out. Nice. And there's another one over by this gate, so might as well get the XP for taking out all these people. Hack the cameras. And short circuit this guy. Yeah, we just had to steal that shard, I guess, and now we can just leave the area. Pretty simple one. For some reason I thought I might have to take some guy with me, but no, we could just run outside. And since we took everybody... Oh, who spotted me? Camera! That's what I was saying previously in my other... during one of the other gigs. It's always some camera that I didn't count on being there that gets me caught. Alright, so we just dropped that item off at the nearest drop point, and that's pretty much that mission over.
Thanks for the shard.
Okay, Regina, what do you want? Some guys aiming at me from down the street.
Hey, there's a Mox. Something isn't right with her.
Okay, on to the next one.
My client's in danger. You need to get him out of it. Would really appreciate your help on this. Deeds attached.
Okay, just hop over that. I think this one involves a cyber psycho incident where somebody's being like chased by one and they're locked in a warehouse or something. Regina didn't like specify that we have to take this person out non-lethally. But because she's in charge of all the other cyber psycho missions, I always like to just be non-lethal with this person as well. Short circuit her before she really knows that we're even here. She is pretty powerful because short circuit from like a stealthy position didn't take her out right away. But we'll just keep hacking her with everything else we have as well. And we'll just use breach protocol on her because why not? Might as well get the XP for it. Okay, so at least I got one of them. Okay, she's honing in on my position. If we could hurry it up, V, please hack her a bit quicker. There we go. Took her down just in time. And we'll steal all her stuff. And I speak to this guy who's hiding in here.
You alive?
Yeah, she's down.
Sure did. You can come out now.
Wonder what happens if you tell him that it's okay to come out and she's still there.
This is gonna be a shitty
If anything changes.
Nothing will go the way it should. Well, this was one of those days. Wished I just stayed in bed.
Why'd that girl blow a fuse?
He probably did something to make her mad that turned her into cyber psycho, but
Well,
he probably didn't deserve to be rescued, but that's just a guess.
Next time?
Don't really have any evidence for that, but a lot of these quests CD Projekt Red like to do, they like to make you think you're doing a good thing, but later they'll pull the rug out from underneath you and it'll turn out you were actually helping somebody who was pretty bad do something. You didn't really mean to, but it's too late now, kind of thing. So I'm just guessing that that guy, he was the problem that started that cyber psychosis incident. But that's just a guess. Maybe there's some shard that explains that it was his fault or something, but I can't really remember, and I didn't look around that warehouse too much to find out. So once again, I'm just doing all these climbing up places with the spring heel jackboots. I believe this quest is to rescue Tiny Mike. This was a DLC gig. I think it was just added on with patch 1.7 or 1.6, was it? I think it was the Edge Runners update that this gig was added. Pretty simple one. Just come in, find Mike, and escort him back to his car. Has some nice little dialogue with Mike.
Fuck me.
We have to get him an inhaler here to make sure he survives, because he's been wounded. He's got his weapon there that we can just grab, and he doesn't seem to mind too much. So
Come on.
don't know if you're too slow at getting this to him, if he like passes out or dies or anything, but yeah, I've never really tested that.
Fuck. That's what I'm talking about. Thanks.
You Tiny Mike?
I thought it'd be a bit madder that we just took his weapon, but
Strange pleasantries?
guess he doesn't really need it at the moment because he's injured or whatever.
Need to find a way out
So
of
yeah, we're just gonna tell him we're gonna get him out of here.
You don't say.
I think if we let him
Listen, I know a way out, but you're
if we let him lead the way, he has like a path out through the back of a diner that just skips a lot of enemies. So we're probably gonna let him do that when we get to that point. But you can always just like go out guns blazing, just start a firefight with everyone.
Okay, we just got word from Reggie. Got a ride out of here, parked outside, waiting for us.
But I always like to sort of try to be non-lethal and stealthy and just make a quiet exit. Yeah, I think it's around here he starts telling us that he has like the code to get into a restaurant or something.
Listen, got some doors on the left leading to this Chinese.
Yeah, he wants to get to the Chinese place, so
And if I do, it's just
we're probably just gonna let him do that once we get out there.
Let's keep moving. Decide on the way.
But while I'm here, I might as well hack all this stuff because I don't know if you can get back into these buildings after you leave this quest. Maybe you can, but I haven't checked if you can ever come back here. Because some buildings, they might just lock up after you've done a quest in them or whatever and they're not needed anymore. Okay, so we better just short circuit this guy. Okay, and somebody else should be walking around out here. Oh, there is. He's gonna spot me. Okay, short circuit. Got him pretty quickly. Nice. And yeah, this is the door I think Tiny Mike wants to get out. So we're just gonna wait here and let him open that up. And again, we could go out the other way, but there's a load of guards and stuff over there, so a lot safer to come this way. Plus, we can steal from that safe. And going this way, we're like already back out on the street. And now we just have to make it to our car. And there we go.
Here.
Okay, let's Delta.
Surprised there was no guards out in the street or anything, but I guess they all went in to like storm the apartment or something. So this is a cool little unique ending to the quest where
Gonna manage on your own?
you get to have like a little chat with Tiny Mike. A lot of the other people you
Never
bring
seen
back to a
politics so
car,
hot and bothered.
you just sort of dump them in the boot or whatever.
Important.
So I think this was CD Projekt showing that in future for gigs they were probably going to have little ending epilogue moments like this or something. Because it was one of the last like things they added to the game.
You mentioned Zhang back
Was
there.
these sort of
Someone I should know about?
last few gigs. At least I think this was one that was added, because I'm pretty sure Tiny Mike wasn't in the original base game.
Why'd she keep
And
her
it
biosig in her
was a bit
system?
more polished of a gig, where you had like dialogue with Mike in his
Oh, that's my
apartment,
cue. Guess
and
I
then at the
better get
end of
going.
it, you get to talk to him a bit here. They go for a little drive.
What do they call you?
He just reaches out, grabs you there. You can tell your name.
Just V?
And it's just a bit more cinematic and polished
Take care, kid.
way to end a gig, where you just had like a little trip. Somebody spotted me for some reason, but we'll just hide around this corner, and that should be the end of that.
Thanks for your help. I do
So yeah, I think any gigs that show up in Phantom Liberty, if there are new ones, I think there's going to be more dialogue and maybe little ending epilogues like that, where you just speak to the character you worked with at the end of them or something.
SSR. Been running some major biz in NC for a few weeks now. Not sure
Okay, I think this is my favorite Regina Jones gig here. The one where you sort of have to infiltrate this hotel, get up to the top floor, break into an apartment and steal some stuff. You can interact with the hotel lobby guy there, the desk clerk or whatever, and sort of persuade him to let you in upstairs. But I think I was just like, I'm just going to sneak past him, get into a back room and get a key card that way, because I have my technical ability leveled up so I can break into this door. There should be like a key card hanging around here somewhere. But yeah, it's a pretty fun one. A lot of different ways into this building. And it does feel pretty badass to like talk your way past the guy at the desk. Convince him that you're renting a room or whatever. Yeah, might as well just hack all this stuff while we're in here. Get a lot of free components or whatever. Okay. Nice. Okay. And here's the key card I needed to get out of the elevator. There's another one on the clerk's desk. I think you can steal it if he's not looking at you or whatever. So yeah, we go up to the top floor now. Just a really cool gig where you don't really have to fight anyone or anything. It's, again, more of that Metal Gear type stuff where you're stealing key cards and just sneaking around and trying not to be noticed. I really hope there's more stuff like this in Phantom Liberty, where there's like multiple ways to sneak into a building. It's a bit like Hitman 2, this mission, because you can sort of lie to the guy at the desk and convince him to let you in because you're just a guest or whatever. So yeah, there's two people in this room, in this apartment suite here. We sort of have to get past them in order to steal the shard or whatever we're here for. Oh no, he's nearly seen me hide behind the wall. I think I can hack something to just distract them. I could just short circuit them, but then that's going to raise the alarm. Better turn off this camera. Alright. Yeah, at first I thought I could use it to get a better look into the apartment, but yeah, you can't really from this angle. But I can open the door with it. Yeah, I can't really see anything else with this camera. I was really tempted to short circuit that guy, but I'm pretty sure it just raises an alarm as soon as you do it. So I'm just trying to get through here without being seen. Hack that to distract him.
Ну что опять?
And the other person. Oh, shit. I have to hack him. Okay. Nobody noticed that though, and he's still distracted, so. Think I'm getting away with this. Oh, he's looking, jump over the wall. Okay, I will just go around the outside. Hack something else to distract him. And we'll just go around the outside of this building. Could very easily fall off, but okay, this is so dangerous, but we've got the parkour skills to do it, V. Okay, now jump up. Oh, nice. He's looking at me again. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. And we've done it, we're free, it's okay. So that was an extremely successful mission, I would say. Again, I just really love that gig. Just really simple, little cool heist. Could have been smoother, actually, in the apartment building. I kind of walked into that other person, but oh well, we're pretty much home free now. Just have to walk out of the hotel and hand the shard over to, I think a drop point or something like that. I think I'm good to just walk out, nobody's gonna say anything to me. Yeah, there we go. Now I just have to call Regina or whatever.
Shard is secured.
Nice work. Sending you the drop-off coordinates.
Yeah, she's gonna send me a drop-off point.
I'm en route.
V, wait.
Yeah?
When you get there, no questions. Makes them real cranky.
Try my best.
Gigs like this make me wish like there was like a real big proper bank heist or some sort of mission like that, where you have to plan how to break into a place. I know there's the original heist in the main story with Jackie, but I wish there was another one where you're breaking into some high profile place like that. Maybe for another fixer.
Limo, suits and ties.
So I just love all the planning and the picking a way to get in, and just all the little stealthing around and sneaking past people's stuff. It's just really cool to me. Again, this is another little unique ending to this gig where you actually have to go speak to somebody and just hand over the data you stole.
This sort of gig, no hiccups? Quiet as a roach?
And then, yeah, just Regina calls us up to end the gig properly. Yeah, but really simple one, but yeah, I really just enjoyed that one. I think it's because there's not really any combat involved as long as you don't get into a fight with the two people in the apartment. It's always nice when a game comes up with something other than just fight all these guys as part of a mission. Okay, I think this is the final gig for Regina. I think this might be the one I thought I was doing earlier, where you have to get into a lab and destroy the lab. It's beneath this garage, I'm pretty sure. Tiger claws, we're just gonna short circuit all of them. Steal anything useful they have. Make sure that surveillance camera doesn't catch me. And then we'll just head downstairs. Must say, I really enjoyed doing all these Regina Jones gigs again. Kind of sad I don't have enough time to do every Fixers gig all over again, but yeah, I just decided to do Regina's because she's in the opening area, so they're the ones you get access to first. And it really has been a good way to refresh my memory of all the gameplay mechanics. And I do feel that the sort of stuff you get up to in these gigs, all the breaking into places and stealing stuff, it's gonna feature heavily in Phantom Liberty. I just sort of get that feeling about what the content of that expansion is gonna be. I just feel that it's gonna be a lot stealthier than a lot of the rest of the game. Although I could be wrong because maybe some people don't like playing stealth characters, and CD Projekt know that, so they're not going to force stealth on people. But for some reason, they keep talking about, it being a spy homage kind of expansion. So I do sort of expect like stealthy situations a lot in it. And maybe they saw from like gameplay videos and stuff people were doing that stealth is a pretty popular method of getting through stuff in this game, and maybe they decided to build around that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to Phantom Liberty. I'm going to be playing Starfield first next month at the start of September. Probably upload some videos on that. Just my character creation and any other weird stuff that happens in that game. But by the 25th of September, I think that's when Phantom Liberty comes out. I'll probably start uploading videos about that then. So yeah, hopefully it's a good expansion. I think it has to be excellent because, CD Projekt, this is their big chance to rebuild their reputation. Things sort of went wrong when Cyberpunk first launched. They got back a good bit of goodwill once Edge Runners anime came out, and they updated the game a lot then. But I think with what's coming in September, it's really going to be the big chance to forever correct this game's reputation. And I just really hope it isn't buggy or broken or anything like that. I don't think it can be because like they will have to have gone over this expansion with like a fine-tooth comb to avoid any problems like they had with the original release of the game, because they just can't repeat that. I think it would be crazy if they somehow overlooked a load of bugs in this expansion. So I'm gonna trust that because of the kicking they got the last time, that this time it will indeed be different, and they will deliver like a really good expansion. So yeah, thanks for watching, people. Let me know if you're gonna get Phantom Liberty, and if you're looking forward to the Cyberpunk expansion. And I will see you again next time with some more videos, hopefully on Starfield. So yeah, thanks again for watching.